video, we're going to discuss about the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature ICBN in taxonomy and systematic botany, in plant morphology and taxonomy of angiosperm. ICBN International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So, the assigning of name for a plant is known as nomenclature. So, first you must know the nomenclature. So, nomenclature means naming of an organism. So, we also born, after that we have assigned a name. Like that, each and every organism has a name. So, here we are talking about the botany. So, we have to deal with the plants. So, assigning a name to the plant is called nomenclature. So, there are some of the rules and regulations, that is the rules and recommendation of the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature. So, based on these rules and regulations only, the nomenclature for, that is assigning the name for plants is kept. You are assigning a name based on the rules and regulation provided by the ICBN. ICBN deals with the names of existing and extinct organisms. So, not only it deals with the present flora, so it has dealing with the previous, that is the extinct fossils, and the living organism names are also included in ICBN. So, the naming of plants was first proposed by Linnaeus in 1751, and he had described about it in his book Philosophia Botanica. In 1813, the set of rules and regarding of the plant nomenclature was given by De Condorcet. So, in his famous work, he had noted this set of rules and regulations of plant nomenclature. The book name is Theoria Elementaria de la Botanici. So then the present ICBN, that is the present ICBN rules and regulations have been followed by Linnaeus, A.P. de Condorcet and his son Alfonso de Condorcet. ICBN, due to specific reasons and in order to separate plant kingdom from other organisms, is redesigned as ICN. So, the ICBN was named as ICN, that is International Code Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi and Plants. So, the International Botanical Congress held in Melbourne in July 2011 brought this change. So, when the ICBN was changed to ICN, it was take place in 2011 in Melbourne. Okay. So, the ICN stands for International Code of Nomenclature for Algae, Fungi and Plants. ICN principles. So, the International Code of Nomenclature is based on the following 6 principles. Okay, the first principle, that is botanical nomenclature, is independent of zoological and bacterial nomenclature. So, the botanical nomenclature was different from these, and it won't depend on zoological or bacteriological nomenclature. Next, applications of names of taxonomic group is determined by the means of nomenclatural types. So, the name you are applying, that is based on their applications, the names have been kept. So, that also on the basis of nomenclatural types. So, nomenclature of taxonomic group is based on the priority of publication. So, if the taxonomic group, that is 2 persons are doing one research work, okay. So, the one work is done first and he had published the name. And by this, the first one who had given the name, that is the priority. So, that one gave the first preference to that person, and that name should be published first. Each taxonomic group with a particular circumscription, position and ranking can bear only one correct name. So, the taxonomic group or the circumscription, position and ranking, that is, it has only one name, that name should be the correct name. If it is wrong, it will be fully discarded. So the correct name should be used in the circumscription, position and ranking. Scientific names of taxonomic groups are treated as Latin regardless of the derivation. So the scientific name, that is of the taxonomic group, it has to derive from the Latin. The rules of nomenclature are retroactive unless express the limit. So the extension, the rules, you can give more rules, okay, and it is of extension, it won't be limit. So expressly limited, unless expressively, that is expressly limited. So it gives, it can give, you can provide rules, okay. Codes of nomenclature. ICN has formulated a set of rules and recommendations dealing with the botanical name of plants. So they had given some rules and regulation based on the botanical name of the plant, this ICN. The International Botanical Congress is held at different places every 6 years. So this meeting, that is International Botanical Congress meeting, held 6 years once. Proposals for nomenclatural changes and changes in rules are discussed and implemented. That is, for 6 years once, the rules, and that is, if any changes has to take place in the rules and regulations of nomenclature, that can be discussed and can be changed, and it can be implemented also. After the changes is published in their website, okay, ICN website, you can go and see once in 6 years. You can, the changes takes place, so that time you can go and you can refresh what are the rules and regulation they had framed, okay. 18th International Botanical Congress held in 2011 at Melbourne, Australia, made the following major changes. So 2011, the changes, that on that time only ICN, that is ICBN, was changed to ICN. First point, the code now permits electronic publications of names of new taxa. So if you were finding a new taxa, you can give the electronic publications also. So Latin diagnosis or description is not mandatory and permits the use of English or Latin for the publication of new name. Article 39. So in first itself we have said that it should be in Latin derived. But now you can publish it, that is, it is not mandatory to publish everything in Latin. So English or Latin. So English or Latin you can publish, anyone. If you done a thesis and you want to keep a name to a plant, so that plant can be that on what basis you are keeping the name of the plant, that you have to give the evidence, no. So that can be English. If you know English, you can English, or if you have to or you can use Latin also, but it is not compulsory to keep the Latin. Before and all, the Latin is compulsory, you have to translate to Latin, but now it is not like that. In 2011, this is the first resolution. One fungus, one name, and one fossil, one name are important changes. So the concept of anamorph and telomorph and morphotaxa has been eliminated. So one fungus, one name, one fossil, one name. So this is the important changes. And the anamorph and telomorph. So anamorph and telomorph is the fungus. It denotes the imperfect and perfect fungi. So for the fungi, and for fossil, morphotaxa, these have been eliminated. So they are not included in this 2011. After the 2011 changes, they had eliminated totally this point. And previously, sexual and asexual stages of fungi, fossils were provided with different names, but now it is not there, okay. So now it is not there, okay. So that only here, see, the anamorpha means asexual and reproductive stage of fungi, and telomorph is the sexual stage of fungi, okay. So this only they had given in the previous slide. And now, as an experiment with registration of names, new fungal description require the use of an identifier from a recognized repository. So if you find out that if for example, that is yeast is an old name. So the yeast name is Penicillium, yeast, Saccharomyces. So that name. So now you're going to give the yeast a new name. Okay. So new name. For the new name, you have to give some description about the new, why you are giving this name, new name. Okay. So that should be use of an identifier. So it should use of the identifier how that person has recognized. Okay. So recognized, and you have to give from a recognized repository, that is repository. Okay, so you have recognized one person has to give this that is give this surety, that is to identify, because of this only the fungal name was changed. So there are two recognized repositories, Index Fungarum and Mycobank. So these are the repositories. From this you have to recognize, you have to, okay. So 19th International Botanical Congress was held in Shenzhen in China in 2017. Okay, the 19th one was held in 2017. So the changes were accepted by the International Botanical Congress or yet to be published. So they have not yet published. The changes accepted. So in 2017 also there are some resolutions that the changes that was accepted, but they are not published. Vernacular names, common names. For example, you are that is you have a you have an official name, but in home they will call you in different name. So like that, a plant have botanical name, but in the according to the countries, according to the areas living, the plant name will be changed there. That is known as common name. So vernacular name are also known as common name. So they are very often descriptive and poetic reference to the plants. So they are poetic and descriptive to the plants. Common name refer to more than one plant or many plants. Maybe same common name. So the common name can be for one plant or more plant. It may be a same common name also. These names are regional or local and are not universal. So the regional or local, particular area or particular region, that is, and it is not universally, they won't use these names. Example, Albizia amara Lin belongs to Mimosas, is called the Usilai in Tamil Nadu. Usilai in Tamil Nadu, and Turunji in North Tamil Nadu. Scientific names or botanical names. So each and every taxon as per the ICN, species, genus, family, can have only one correct scientific name. So they have only one correct scientific name. So the scientific name of a species is always a binomial. So the scientific name should be in binomial. So these names are universally applied one. So in a common name, you can use in a particular area, but it won't use universally. But the scientific name, they used it universally. Example, Oryza sativa L. is Linnaeus. Okay, so Oryza sativa, it is the scientific name of paddy. Polynomial. So polynomial is a descriptive phase of a plant. So it is a descriptive, that is descriptive. Example, Ranunculus, Calcibus, Retrofelixus, Pedunculus, Falcatus, Cali, Erecto, Folius, Compositus. So it means Ranunculus, that is butter, and that is called as Calcibus, that is Calcibus. Calcibus is buttercup. Okay, so Ranunculus, Calcibus means buttercup, and Retroflexus, that is with reflexed sepals. Pedunculus means curved flower stalk. Okay, and Falcatis is erect stem, and Compositus is, that is folius. Compositus is compound leaves. So the polynomial system of naming of plant, that is, it is replaced by the binomial system by Linnaeus. So it is difficult to keep it in mind, no, the entire name. Okay, binomial. So binomial nomenclature was first introduced by Gaspard Bohin, and it was implemented by Carolus Linnaeus. So the scientific name of a species consists of two words. That is called, scientifically you are naming an organism or a species with two names is called binomial nomenclature. The first name is called genus name and the second name is called specific epithet or specific name. Example, Magnifera indica. So Magnifera is a genus name and indica is a species name. So it is in vogue even now. So author citation. Author citation. This refers to the valid name of the taxa accompanied with the author's name who published the name validly. For example, we have the initials. Okay, we have the initials. In our name, we have the initial of our father and mother. So like that, the plant has the initial of the scientist who named it and who had discovered it. Example, Solanum nigrum Linnaeus. So there are two types of author citation. Single author. So when a single author proposed a valid name, the name of the author alone is accompanied by his abbreviated name. So the single author who named it, it is called single author. Example, Penicillium cinereum, Benth. So Bentham had named it. Multiple authors. When two or more authors are associated with a valid publication of name, their name should be noted with the help of Latin word et al or and. Example, Delphinium viscosum, Hooke F. et al. Thomson. Okay. Standard form of author abbreviations has to be followed. Linnaeus L. G. Bentham Benth. William Hooker Hook. Robert Brown RBR. J.P. Lamarck. A.P.D. Condolly D.C. Wallich Wall. Alphonse D. Condolly A.D.C. So these are the standard abbreviated forms of author citation. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel. I had given the link of the topic in Tamil in the description box. If you want to watch the video, go and watch it. Thank you.